fighters ready. Engage.
Oh wow! Look at that.
I was just gonna say, you better consider yourself lucky because I had Solbro on the Zeta's nose cone. One more split second, he would have been gone.
So, bro, the one thing I will notice about your play tonight, you work better in grunt suits. You're not a Gundam. You're not a Gundam person.
Apparently, I'm not.
Every
Gundam,
time you're in a Gundam, you're always 4.
Dude, if they put the
every time I
Murasame,
see you in a grunt suit, you're like 2.
if they put the Murasame in this motherfucker, I would be picking that shit all the time. That's my grunt suit right there.
All right, real quick before we drop Ed, Fred, and Eddie over here, we're gonna do one quick name that OP. This one's gonna be pretty easy. What?
Century color.
No.
That's
all right. All right. This is a
That's Solbro's favorite turn 8.
Oh my god. They know all about it.
I don't know why you hate Century Color.
Oh, I hate it.
It's the better of the two, man.
Fucking
That was stereo. Holy shit! All right. So this is a Gundam theme song. I'm going to skip the first chunk because it completely gives the fucking song away. But Amuro, you are fired from this round.
I didn't even get the last one.
I know you're going to get this one. I can just already fucking tell you're going to get this one.
Rhythm of Motion.
No, not Rhythm. I would have flipped the table if it was right, but no. Okay, all right, here we go. Just name out the name of the Gundam series if you can get the theme song. All right. Walk without looking back. I have limitless power. Challenging without end. Pushing through no matter how hard it gets.
Oh, I know what it is, but I'm not saying.
You're fired. All right.
Gundam.
There you go. All right, Neo got one. All right, that was easy.
Hey, what do I win?
You win the right to stay in the chat room as everybody else has to hang up. All right, Ed, Fred, and Robin.
Eric won that right, but...
All right, Ed, Fred, and Robin, if you will hang up, I'll bring in the next 3.
Varnish should be online. I saw Varnish sign online.
Yeah, I'm adding Dylan, Saber, and Varnish.
Cool stuff.
I can't. I'm on the other end right now.
Peace out, fellas.
Peace out.
Wait.
God damn it, Fred. All right, bye, Robin.
And
I do have an answer to a mystery people have been wondering about Maxi Boost.
What's that?
Avalanche Exia. It's permanently in the Avalanche armor.
Oh, interesting.
You don't. The rumor said you had to charge it up and it was a temporary super mode, but no, it's in the armor the whole time.
Which build? Which Star Strike? Sorry, which of the strike from Build Fighters is in Maxi Boost? Is it the starter strike from the series?
All they've confirmed is the build strike, period. I don't know if they said if it was... My guess is probably it'll be full package and it might turn into star build during super mode or something. Or maybe it'll have a meter version.
Nice.
I think there's going to be a separate entry for star build, if anything. The build strike and star build are too different to have, like,
I don't know. There's not a lot
power
of...
up.
Sorry.
Hi, Dylan.
Oh, is that Dylan? Oh, shit.
There's Dylan.
With Star Build Strike, the only real difference is there's like 2 leg boosters and then the backpack. That's all that's different. The backpack has the vent connections and everything. That's why with the Master Grade model, they're actually not even doing a Star Build Strike Master Grade. They have the Build Strike and then they're just doing the Plavsky booster. And if you buy that, you can just connect it on and it comes with the pieces to convert it.
Nice.
You never know, they might do it. That's just kind of what they did with the Victory Master Grade, was they released the core booster as a separate model, and then they did the V-Dash as its own self-contained thing that had all the goodies.
Yeah, true, they could do that.
But it is nice.
I'm surprised they got so many models already, compared to, like, Age, which dropped off the face of the planet once the show started getting unpopular.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They actually had a prototype Master Grade H3 and HFX that they showed off, and we've had no word on what's up with those. They just, like, I don't know, it's weird. It kind of sucks, because I actually like, as much as the show wasn't as good in that arc, I like the H3, though. I'd like to have a Master Grade of that thing.
Neo, what were you saying?
I have a question, bro. In the chat, why do some people have an icon next to their name and some don't? Is that just a personalization thing? Or?
Some people are modified. Some people are mods. And some people are Twitch TV members. And some people.
What does that mean?
You can join up with Twitch Turbo, which means you have access to like rewinding footage and stuff like that during a live stream. And cool shit like that. Varnish.
So what does a battery mean?
A battery.
7 swords.
That means turbo, which means like you get like
that means it's Varnish. It's Varnish. That's all.
Yeah. Yes. Because I got turbo.
What does the sword mean?
Varnish is a battery.
Yeah, shout out to Varnish, man. How you doing tonight, man?
Wait. You're saying Varnus is Hallelujah?
Yeah.
Hell no.
What's the sword? What's the sword mean?
Moderator.
Well, I'll give you moderator status in just a moment.
No.
No.
Yeah, no.
But I was just wondering.
He would ban all the Australians in a minute.
He would.
No, I don't ban him on. I'll ban him on Mecha Talk, and I'm a moderator there.
All right, I
So-
gotta. I gotta.
Australians. Who is this?
Well, I guess we're already banned since we're already here.
Nice.
Who
That's
are you?
Varnus. That's Varnus talking right now.
Mr. Varnus.
This is,
You just. But
Yes.
you know, why is your Australian accent not as thick as Mr. Mood?
because I'm a different kind of Australian.
Well, what type of Australian are you?
I have
He's
no
the rich.
fucking
He's
clue.
the rich Uncle Pennybags in the chat. Just ask Soulbro, right?
So you don't have to you don't have to
Exactly.
tell me what part of Australia you're in, like the actual part, but what general area are you in?
Part near the
I
ocean.
live in the inland, which is like nowhere near the coast.
Right, I understand inland.
So the rural area. Nowhere near the
What
ocean.
part? Like what would be a city that's close to you?
Well,
like a
I'm
major-
close-
I
I'm
know
closest
the
to-
major cities are like Melbourne, Sydney,
I'm
and
closest-
Brisbane.
I'm closest to Sydney, but I'm still like about 6-7 hours away by car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're kind of in the desert then a little bit, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You are right.
Okay. Yeah, I know my geography. So
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I talk to people about like, because I visited America last year actually.
America's awesome.
and-
man.
Yeah, it is very very. But
Hell yeah.
there-
That's the way
there-
we like it.
yeah, there were some people who could tell that I was Australian. Then there were some people who couldn't, and some of them who couldn't tell. They asked me if I was if I was from East Europe or something like that,
Yeah,
which
you don't-
was weird.
They're idiots then because you don't sound like that.
Yeah, I
You
was gonna
sound
say,
like
that's-
you sound like
No,
like a
no.
guy that's like outside of London almost. You're not so much like Eastern Europe. That's an insult. But
If that's weird, at the bar that I worked at, someone tried to guess the accent, and they had the weirdest one. They thought I was from Brazil.
no, you know what? I could no,
Brazil?
I could see that. I could hear that actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could actually. Say like a sentence really quick. Nobody speak while he's saying it. Just like, the dog went to the store or something like that. Just speak a
The dog went-
sentence.
Holy
Yeah,
God.
the dog went to the store and got his ass kicked by Dio.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Oh no, not the dog! God damn it!
No, I could see that possibly. Yeah. Because you almost, I'll be honest with you, you almost sound like you kind of have a little bit of a Spanish accent to an extent.
Okay.
Maybe
Uh,
Portuguese. Yeah.
It could
Well,
be.
let me-
Well, it's weird because my father's Australian while my mother is Greek.
Oh.
That's probably why. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a quick story about accents and how people get accents confused. I have a guy who works with me who's from the Dominican Republic. He speaks really good English. It's not really like broken or anything. And another manager at another store, she talks with like that Southern California like surfer girl, kind of like, hello, how are you doing? But she like that mixed with like redneck. And every time he hears her, he thinks she's speaking British.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. So.
he's from the Dominican, so.
Here's the one that always gets me is half the time I talk to people, they can't tell I'm from the South. The other half, they're like, you have the thickest accent, man.
I didn't.
Hey,
know
Varnus.
Mm-hmm.
that.
Did you hear my explanation about the shirts earlier?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. I just want everything's working.
I'll probably buy some when there's like the more when it's like inventory status and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, it's gonna happen shortly. I'm in.
And Sober will probably Sober will probably
in
guess I'll
negotiate.
buy like probably 8 of them because I've already donated shit ton to him already. But yeah.
You do what you want to do. I have no pressure on this. I just.
Yeah.
I
It's
know
alright.
that you responded. I just and.
Wait, I didn't even send the message. I didn't even send the message.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
I have. Yeah, I do. I have it.
Fellas, hang on a second. MSO 06 Borjanan, I'm gonna give you first pick status next round, so that way I'm gonna make sure you can match up with us before I pull in everybody else. I think it's a matching issue, and I'm sorry about that. I'll pull you in first status next round. You guys can go on. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So is it hot where you're at there, and Mr. Varnus, like Mr. Moo was talking about? Where
Yes,
he's
I'm
at?
actually. Yeah, I'm sitting right in front of a fan right now just to keep myself composed.
Oh my god.
I can imagine. Do you not have AC?
Not
Just doesn't
good.
work that well. Yeah. I don't have AC where I live, so it's like the 3 days of the summer where it's really bad.
Yeah,
It's awful.
Although I'd rather be where you guys are at right now because that's where I was last year. I was actually in I was in San Francisco this time last year.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, it's actually been okay here. It's just that we're on fire. So the only problem is like everything is on fire. here.
Well, that's pretty much every day right here.
Yeah, I can imagine. Definitely. So do
So
you,
much
you come
fire.
to the States often, or what? Do you,
No, last year was my first time going over, but it's one of those cases where I went over for the first time, and I really, really want to like go to it probably again, and somehow maybe even find a way to get myself deported over there. I don't know because
Deported?
Find a way to
What do-
somehow
what do-
screw up your citizenship
what do
so
you-
bad that they just deport you to America.
There you go.
we don't want you in Australia anywhere. We're sending you to America. Let them take
Oh,
care.
okay. One more person. Finally.
Yeah, because I don't know. I really don't.
What do you do? What type of work do you do? Are you a student or anything? Or
Was and just a bartender now.
oh, okay. Well, you know what? There's a lot of places in here you could do pretty well as a bartender, and probably as an Australian bartender. In the U.S., you'd probably do really well, especially with the ladies.
Yeah.
If you like American food, I think you do probably pretty well.
If you like
So-
American poo-tang, is that what you said?
He said we.
Well, I will say this. Okay, Varnus, this is something I've always heard. It's been confirmed by a couple of people that I know that actually have experienced it. Australian women like American men, don't they?
You
I'd
could be
say
right.
that they'd probably like just men
I don't-
in
I don't-
general.
Well,
I'm just saying. I know a few of them who don't like anything at all.
well, but the thing is, yeah, you are inland, so these guys were like in places like Sydney and stuff, and they said that like because for whatever reason, Australian women like American men for some reason. I don't know why, but probably because we're American. But hey, but
Maybe because you're awesome. I don't know.
Hey, baby, cheeseburgers and freedom.
yeah,
Exactly.
a cheeseburger and French fries. Or that
Holy
dumbass-
shit!
Don't mess with Scirocco.
God damn it!
No.
Have you
I swear to
guys
God.
been seeing the? Have
Which
you
once
guys
you
been
get
seeing
beat up,
the?
I had to close out the stream so I could be on the call without any issue. Theo or Masala? Which one's destroying
The
soul?
O.
It's the O.
Very nice.
The O is
Have you
whipping
guys
my
all-
ass.
Have you guys been seeing the live action pictures from the new Fat Labor movie?
I have. That shit looks awesome.
Oh, that fuck!
Oh my god,
Do you
dude.
not listen to Neo's news? I mean, come on.
No, I
Remember
skip.
what news?
I skip over Neo's news. I skip over
God,
any
how
fucking
dare
Straight
you.
Talk Express.
I don't think we have had a Straight Talk Express.
I
When's the
know
last
you
time
guys.
we had
the-
one.
Oh,
I
that-
can't even remember the last time.
The last time that I was regularly listening to the series and I stopped.
When was the last time Chris
Well,
was
that
really
was-
pissed about something? Can't even remember. I mean, it's been a long time.
I
You skip
actually
over the news? How do you skip over the news? It's one of the best part. People tell me they're like, that's one of their favorite parts of the show. I'm like,
because by the time that it gets to the show, I've already seen it on Twitter and Facebook and the Facebook group and.
but you
yeah.
don't see
I-
the way that we do the news. You
I
just
need
see it
to,
on some bullshit social media feed where it's like, oh, check this out, link.
Dylan,
You
Dylan,
don't-
I was just saying I
get
need
it
to
brought
listen
to
more often.
life.
Oh
You
my
don't get
god.
it brought to life the way that we bring it to life. You don't
With
get
such someone's actually
you don't
beat
get
us here in
you don't
terms
get
of cockiness.
Sobro misquoting something or being corrected by Chris. when he's wrong about something.
Or you
don't get-
mispronouncing
you don't
all the
get me.
Japanese names.
Me mispronouncing Japanese or completely reading something wrong because it's the first time I've read it.
Or Chris
Which was
grunting in the
which
corner.
was a funny question that somebody asked me. He said, do you read your stuff before you? No, I don't read the news before I read it. That's the whole thing of it.
The most enjoyable
doing it
part
live.
is hearing the most enjoyable part of Neo's news is hearing you click through the thread, finding your next story to talk about. And you're like, and next on the Neo's news, and you're slowing down as you're slowing into the next.
Or sometimes when I have my music where I'm like scrolling, am I scrolling? Yeah. Hey. You know, if you want to point when I actually did news research, you got to listen to like what episodes 1 through 3, something like that, maybe 1 through 10.
Well, no, I've been
When I start doing the submitted thing,
I've been enjoying them more lately because of the Michael Bay alerts and the Apocalypse alerts. Like that shit is like added like 15 levels of awesome to the.
but the thing is, you got to give it to Soul Bro on this one because.
Oh, of course, I give everything. Oh, bro.
well, no, I mean, but the thing is, I gave him, you know, I'd be like the, you know, a Serpay news alert. He was the one that added all that extra stuff in there. I never told him to do any of that, so you gotta.
I know where he stole it all from too.
Borrowed Methods Network. I mean, he's a platinum member of the Methods Network. Leave the man alone.
Seriously, I just recently started listening to anything Kevin Smith, and I was just like, wait a minute. I just heard that.
Well, you know, I do have some misgivings about that whole shit that they play on Hollywood Babylon because that's bullshit what they do. Michael Bay, those movies, some of the best movies ever made. Ever made. Sorry.
I won't say it.
It's okay. I too agree that Bad Boys 2 is a shit.
It is. It's the greatest action adventure movie of all time. We all know this. We all know this.
Man,
I love listening to you keep up your facade about all of that. So
I just think you can counter anyone as talkative as me on here before.
I know, finally. I know.
I think I have competition now.
Hey Dylan, what were you gonna say earlier? I'm sorry.
I was just when he was talking about listening to the show, it's like now I feel bad because I actually have never heard a segment of Neo's news yet.
What?
Besides, yeah.
You're not missing anything. Don't worry.
When we had the, I think you were on it, the Gundam fan chat when we were talking about Deep Space Nine. You were on that, right? Yeah. That's the only time I've heard you. Really.
Dylan,
sorry.
have you listened to the podcast at all, Dylan?
I start listening to them a lot of times, but yeah, I never heard the Neo's news segments on them.
It's that the fucking.
I use them as background noise, so I listen to most of it, and it's a good thing that I do that. But I just happen to miss those parts. I'm sorry.
It's hard-hitting journalism. Hard-hitting vein of Walter Cronkite and Edward R. Murrow.
I'm kind of baffled because it's
and Lord King.
I'll have to make sure I do that more often for you to go. I'm sorry.
Some are better than others. I will put that. And I think since we moved to doing recordings at night as opposed to Sunday morning, that was my enthusiasm level is a lot better now. We could probably say that, Soul Bro, right? I think the news. There was some days it was like, oh. Sunday morning, it was like, oh, I'm sitting there just drinking a pot of coffee, trying to get going here, because, you know, but, man, see, you've never listened to my news segment, man?
Sorry. Sorry. I'm very behind with the Gundam. There's so much, it's intimidating. It's intimidating, there's so much.
Yeah,
I got into it late.
God.
Right now, what I've been doing mostly
early
is,
episodes,
I've been mostly catching up with all of Solbro's streams with Shoji Romero and stuff. So yeah, the Helsing Ultimate ones. That was amazing.
That was the shit, man. Shout outs to both Doc and Ed for joining me on that one. It was Ed's idea to show those streams, man. For Helsing Ultimate, my mind was fucked when I watched that shit. For those that don't know, you can find our streams for commentary at tinyurl.com/ShinStation. You can go over there, and if you follow, you'll be you'll be abreast of all the streams we do. You can also see that tomorrow morning we're doing another Saturday morning cartoon run. So tune in for that at 8 in the morning. It runs all day. Back to you guys. Holy shit! 2 red frames.
Are you one of them or no?
I am one of them, and the other one's my teammate. It's crazy. Ooh.
Connection. And again, I can't complain. Varnus, just curious, how's your connection out there?
Very bad.
Yeah, I can. Okay, yeah. Pretty much everyone I know from Australia has told me that. They told me that. There's a lot of them that. Do you have the plan where you have the, or sorry, with the data limits and stuff, like really strict data limits for transfers?
It's like it varies from like 200 megabytes to like
200 megabytes? That's it?
No. It varies from that to about 500 gigabytes.
Okay. I was gonna say 200 megabytes.
Is your
You start watching a single stream in HD and suddenly you're over your limit.
Yep.
is your broadband out there regulated by your government, or is it private business?
I have no idea.
Oh, really? Because I know when we've dealt with like
all I know is that the internet in the US is a lot better and a lot cheaper.
which isn't saying much because
Yeah,
ours is a lot cheaper than the rest of the world. But when it comes to the quality, there's countries that got much better than we do. But they do pay twice. They do pay like twice or 3 times.
That was
the
my
amount.
fault.
Amor, you killed your partner.
Yes, I did.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did that end the match?
It sure
Yeah.
did.
Oh man.
I think I'm about to see the replay.
The school of the undefeated of the East does not discriminate against their allies.
Apparently not.
Team killing fucktard.
Sorry, you were in the way of Soulbro. Okay.
Next round, everyone pick Gotchalot, and then there will be a lot of that going on.
Okay.
All that
But
thing is.
Look.
Oh no,
if you-
it's not a challenge, Amuro. Don't do it.
Oh, I
Oh my
already
god, I can see.
I like using this thing. Okay, it's fun.
It's a cool machine. It's just.
I can see the
especially if
hand
you have
just-
a melee partner, it's a terrible thing.
Oh, and
the
guess who my
hand
partner
coming
is?
in.
I wanted to ask.
Killing the shit out of him.
I wanted to ask everybody, what did you guys think of the intro I made for the sessions? By the way,
Very good. Very good.
They're awesome.
no, be brutal.
Well, I mean, it got the point across. You had all of the different suits from the different eras and everything. All look like they're fighting each other and everything. So I mean, yeah, it was pretty good.
I
like
didn't
it.
see it, but if you want me to be critical, I can.
Well, you have to check it out first.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on something I don't know.
No,
so
that's cool.
I'm just gonna reserve comment. So.
No problem,
Not
man.
gonna be like that guy that did the Double O movie.
Oh,
Well,
that guy.
Well, actually, I think I'm more fair than the guy that did the Double O movie because I actually said I can't comment on it. Where the guy that did the Double O movie said, "I'm just gonna put this in context. I can't believe any of this shit. It makes no sense." But
I'm failing my streaming duties, man. I didn't have the stream up when I was fucking supposed to. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
No one can see a
failing your
thing.
streaming duties? How are you failing your streaming duties?
I had a different panel on the screen instead of the actual match.
Oh.
Oh wow.
That's all right. It was only
Yes,
the
I
beginning
didn't
part.
too much then.
It's only
I
the
just
beginning
can't-
part.
I just can't believe you would listen to Gundam and not listen to the news. That's like the
I'm
best
sorry.
part.
I apologize.
You, god damn it,
That was
man.
really.
I've been listening to Gundam since frickin' like episode 6 or 7 or something. I've heard enough Neo Litter Mr. News article. Fucking stroke victim over here. God.
Okay, Ed.
What,
I'm sorry.
what were you saying? I don't
Oh,
understand.
I was
Are you
saying-
trying to make fun of me, but you can't do it for whatever reason?
No, I had a small
Hey.
stroke and my mouth was broken.
Yeah, it sounds like that. The only issue I have is with those Japanese names. I don't fucking speak Japanese. So what the hell do you expect me to do?
Just,
Did you ever
Just
use hook on
straight up.
phonics? Just use syllables.
A's
God,
are
God.
It doesn't work that way. Not with that stuff.